If you are watching this, you are probably standing in an aisle right now, staring at a Napoleon and a Weber, wondering which one is actually worth your money. Or maybe you have dozens of browser tabs open, trying to make the final call before the weekend cookout. Let me stop you right there. You are looking at the two heavyweights of the backyard. It is the classic debate, but they take completely different approaches to how you cook your food. Here is what matters when you actually get these things home and fire them up. Heating technology and performance. Let me explain how these two handle heat, because this is where the split really happens. Napoleon wants to give you raw steakhouse level power. Their absolute standout feature is the infrared sizzle zone side burner. It's basically a ceramic brick with thousands of tiny holes. Gas pushes through, ignites, and turns that ceramic bright red. We are talking up to 1800 degrees Fahrenheit in a matter of seconds. When you drop a thick ribeye on that, you get an instant crust that you just cannot replicate on standard tube burners. It locks in the flavor immediately. Inside the main box, Napoleon uses a jet fire ignition system. When you turn the knob, it shoots a literal jet of flame to light each burner individually. Weber takes a totally different route. They are not trying to melt your spatula. They are focused entirely on consistent, even heat. When you fire up a Weber Genesis, you are getting their high-efficiency pure blue burners. The goal here is to eliminate hot and cold spots across the entire cooking surface. You want the burger in the back left corner to cook at the exact same speed as the burger in the front right. For high heat, Weber uses an internal sear zone. It's an extra burner packed closely between two standard burners to create an intense heat pocket. It will not get as aggressively hot as the Napoleon infrared ceramic, but it does a fantastic job for standard grilling. The real magic inside a Weber happens just below the food. They use angled metal tents called flavorizer bars. Cooking grates and versatility. Look inside a Napoleon and the first thing you notice is the shape of the grates. They are wavy. This is their signature design. At first glance, it looks like a purely cosmetic choice, but it actually serves a very practical purpose. The curves mean there is less negative space between the metal rods. If you are grilling asparagus, shrimp, or halloumi cheese, it is far less likely to slip through the cracks and sacrifice itself to the fire below. You also get these very distinct wavy sear marks on your food, which always looks great on a plate. You can get these grates in thick cast iron or heavy gauge stainless steel, depending on the model. The only downside is the cleanup. Weber sticks to the classics with thick, straight grates. You push your brush front to back, and you are done in 5 seconds flat. But Weber has completely changed the game when it comes to what you can actually put on those grates. They created the Weber crafted system. You can literally lift out a large section of the main cooking grate and drop in custom-fitted accessories. You want to make smash burgers for breakfast? Drop in the heavy flat-top griddle. Making stir-fry? Swap in the wok. Baking bread or a pizza? Put in the glazed baking stone. It turns the grill into a full outdoor kitchen setup without taking up any extra patio space. Build quality and aesthetics. You have to look at this thing every single day sitting on your patio, so looks and build absolutely matter. Napoleon goes hard on the modern luxury aesthetic. They use a ton of polished stainless steel that catches the sun beautifully. The lids have a space-saving roll-top design. Instead of hinging at the back, the lid pivots on its center of gravity. This means you can shove the grill right up against a brick wall and still open it fully without banging the hood. But the feature everyone talks about is the lighting. Their premium models feature backlit control knobs called Safety Glow. They glow blue when the gas is off and turn bright red the exact second gas starts flowing to that specific burner. It looks absolutely incredible at night. More importantly, it is a massive safety feature. Weber takes a much more utilitarian approach. They build absolute tanks. A Weber grill has a specific heavy grounded feel to it. They rely heavily on porcelain enameled coated steel instead of just bare stainless. That enamel is baked on at ridiculously high temperatures, effectively fusing glass to the steel. This makes it incredibly resistant to peeling, scratching, and rusting. It also holds heat exceptionally well, especially if you are grilling in freezing temperatures in the middle of January. When you open a Weber lid, you feel the weight. When you roll it across a wooden deck, the heavy-duty cabinet and thick metal casters do not rattle or shake. It is not trying to look like a spaceship. The Charcoal Showdown. We cannot talk about grills without talking about charcoal. This is the absolute foundation of outdoor cooking. Weber essentially owns this category. The Weber kettle is the undisputed king of the backyard, and for incredibly good reason. It is brilliantly simple. The dome shape creates perfect convection airflow. You can smoke a brisket low and slow for 12 hours by pinching the vents, or open them wide up and sear a steak over white-hot coals. Because it is so popular, there is an entire cottage industry of third-party accessories built specifically for the Weber kettle. You can buy rotisserie rings, pizza oven converters, and slow sear baskets. It is the ultimate blank canvas of barbecue. Napoleon does not get nearly enough credit in the charcoal space. Their Pro Series charcoal kettles are serious pieces of hardware. While the Weber gives you a basic setup that you upgrade over time, Napoleon gives you the premium features right out of the box. You get a heavy-duty hinge lid, so you never have to awkwardly figure out where to place a hot, greasy lid while you flip your chicken. You get heavy cast iron cooking grates instead of standard steel wire, which hold massive amounts of thermal energy. The absolute best part is the adjustable charcoal grate. You can physically raise or lower the bed of hot coals to 3 different heights. This gives you incredibly precise temperature control without having to mess with the airflow vents constantly. Price and warranty. Bottom line, you are making a serious investment here. You want to know what happens if things go wrong. Weber generally gives you a more accessible entry price. Their Spirit gas line and Kettle Charcoal series are priced so almost anyone can get a high-quality cooker on their patio. Their warranty is solid and tiered. On a Genesis gas grill, you are typically looking at a 12-year warranty on the cookbox and lid assembly. The stainless steel burners usually carry a 10-year warranty, while things like the flavorizer bars and grates get around 3 to 5 years depending on the material. Napoleon positions itself slightly higher on the price scale, but they pack way more standard features into the box to justify that tag. You are almost always getting a side burner or rear rotisserie burner and the heavy-duty rotisserie kit included with their premium lines, whereas those are often separate purchases with other brands. Where Napoleon absolutely flexes on the competition is their warranty. On their high-end Prestige and Pro models, they offer a lifetime bumper-to-bumper warranty. Even their mid-tier Rogue models often carry an impressive 15-year comprehensive warranty. So which one do you buy? If you are a purist who wants rugged durability, an enormous ecosystem of accessories, and consistent even heat across a massive cooking surface, buy the Weber. It is a legend for a reason. If you want high heat searing power, premium features straight out of the box, a modern look, and a warranty that basically guarantees you will never have to buy another grill again, go with the Napoleon. Let me know down in the comments which way you are leaning, and if you have any specific questions about sizing or models, drop them below. Hit subscribe if this helped you out, and I will see you in the next one.